Good morning, coffee addicts. Erin Rogoff here, ready to talk about part 10 of my recent reads series, starting with the Bones series by Jeff Smith. I am rereading all 9 books, or at least trying to. Not that it's really hard to do. It is a fantasy graphic novel series about this creature called Phone Bone and his cousins Phonesible Phony Bone and their other cousin Smiley Bone, who are run out of their city of Boneville, and they come to this small, forgotten valley that holds their destinies, to put it poetically. And they meet a girl named Thorn and her family, friends, foes, and dragons too. Now, this series was popular in the 1990s and early 2000s, and the series had me totally hooked when I was a kid, because when I was like 7 or 8 years old, I started reading the series, and I loved it, so I introduced my brother to it. And the series actually mentions Moby Dick by Herman Melville a lot of the time, and that is what got me reading the series to begin with. And then when I got into classics, it was mainly because of the Bone series. And then the next book that I have been recently reading is When It Happens by Susan Colasanti. This is a young adult fiction romance novel. It's about this girl named Sarah, who's the brainy type, and then Toby, who wants to be a rock star. They are both so totally different, but Toby still wants to win Sarah's heart. And so he tries to change himself from loser to winner. Sarah, she starts to notice Toby, and she's like, oh my gosh, does he actually like me? Do I think I like him? And so it's just this very interesting, soft romance. It's really sweet, and I'm wondering how Sarah will get past her crush on this popular kid who is literally not good news for her. So will she be sucked into the popularity, or will she actually follow her heart? I'm really hoping she's going to follow her heart, because the way the cover is designed here, I'm guessing she chooses Toby. Or at least I'm hoping she chooses Toby, or else she's an idiot. I'm actually reading a lot more high school themed novels, and I'm actually enjoying them. And I'm trying to get into romance novels. I mean, I have a Sarah Dessen and Susan Colasanti bookshelf of nothing but their novels. So I have made a challenge for myself to read at least 2 chapters of a romance novel a day, along with other books. So I'm going to try to get through all of them before the summer's end. Let's see how that happens, but I have read 28 books this year so far, and it's only May. Okay, another book that I have been reading is Fallout by Ellen Hopkins. This is a young adult fiction poetry novel. Even though it's huge, I like big books and I cannot lie. So anyway, this is set 15 years after Glass, and Christina has 5 kids, Hunter, Autumn, Summer, Donald, and David, and they all have different last names, different homes, different guardians, different dads, and they experience problems with commitment, alcohol abuse, popping pills, and pretty much everything under the sun, trying to break a fated cycle. And so can they do it? I don't smoke cigarettes, pop pills, or drink too much, but I love sangria, and it is legal because I am 22. But I am proud to say that I have never done drugs or anything. I'm just a little crazy just to begin with. I mean, I have high energy levels. And tell you the truth, when I was in high school, there was this really funny day in health class where we were learning about different drugs, and I was eating like those candy bracelets and the candy necklaces. And one of the presentations that one of my classmates gave, it was really funny because they said the most common form of ecstasy is in the form of candy necklaces, and everyone just stares at me, and I'm all there with chipmunk cheeks like, I swear this is not ecstasy. It was so funny. Oh my gosh, I laugh about that to this day, like 4 or 5 years later. So anyway, reading is my only drug, and the Crank series, Crank, Glass, and Fallout, has gotten me into reading poetry. Dark poetry, that is. So I'm really into this. And then the final book that I've been reading recently is Broken Things by Lauren Oliver. This is another young adult fiction psychological thriller, and it's a mix between One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus and Sharp Objects. And this novel follows these girls, Mia and Bryn, who were said to have murdered their best friend, Summer, because of their obsession with a book called The Way into Lovelorn. But the thing is, they didn't kill Summer, so who did kill Summer? So whenever I want to escape, I read a book, and this one caught me on page 1 to begin with, so I'm already telling you, this is a must-read book. So anyway, that is it for this morning, because I'm going to be rereading a lot of these books, and I'm going to try to finish the Bone series before today's end, or before noon. So I still have like 4 hours left, so let's see what happens. Anyway, that's it for today, so if you like this video, subscribe to my booktube channel to get more videos like this, and have a good day, everyone!